location, location, and you guessed it, location. Hang around real estate guys for long enough and you'll definitely hear them say location, 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 right? Choosing a location is critical to any deal. And today I want to talk about the 5 data points that I like to look at in any location before I will even consider a deal. Number 1, job growth. This is the engine, right? There's definitely a clear number 1. People might move to a new location, a new city for a job, right? That's very, very common. And we want a diverse offering of jobs. You don't want like a one-horse town or whatever. So if there's one large employer and that employer goes out of business or moves to a new location, that town is going to suffer quite a lot. So we want a nice, wide, diverse range of jobs available, and people who need these jobs or people who work in these jobs will definitely need a place to stay. Number 2, population growth, the proof. This goes hand in hand with jobs, in my opinion. And net migration of working age adults into a location shows, I think this is the strongest proof that a market is expanding. More people equals more demand. Plain and simple. Number 3, income growth. Right, home prices and rent prices are pretty much constantly going up over time. And if the income in an area is not increasing at a similar rate, right, then eventually what's going to happen is that people are not going to be able to afford those homes or afford that rent. And if that happens, right, you're going to hit a wall, you're going to hit a ceiling where you can't really push past those numbers, right? So healthy income growth means the market can sustain itself without hitting that wall or without hitting that ceiling. Number 4, home price growth. Now you might think, okay, home prices, what does that have to do with, renting? Well, everything. And now think about this, for those of you who own your own home, right, and you were previously renting, if you looked at the mortgage payments versus your rental payments and the delta or the difference between these two was not large enough, a lot of people might decide, okay, rather than renting, how about we buy? So if home prices are growing rapidly and the difference between how much you have to pay in rent versus how much you would have to pay on a mortgage is great enough, a lot of people will simply choose to rent. However, if the gap between them shrinks to a certain level, a lot of people will say, you know what, let me buy. So this is definitely going to affect you in terms of the number of people who will want to rent your apartments. Home prices is definitely something that you need to look at. And number 5, crime reduction. Okay, one of the secrets to running a good property is the location, and why the location is important is because you want to attract the right kind of tenant. If you have a property where there's a lot of crime around you, unfortunately, you're going to have a lower quality resident. These people may not respect your place. They might trash it. You're going to have higher turnover costs. You're going to have higher turnover as well. And pretty much you could be running the property perfectly, but if you don't have the right kinds of residents, you're probably going to struggle to execute on your business plan, get the returns you want, and so on. The right tenant, the right resident is super important. You want to look at areas where crime is going down because this is going to help you to attract better people, so to speak. So you don't need to be number 1 in every single category, but you want you want a market, you want a location where all these 5 factors together paint a positive, cohesive story. And this should be the foundation of anyone's due diligence, right? Get the market right, get the location right, and everything else becomes infinitely easier. If your investment strategy starts with this kind of data-driven approach, or if you want to know more about, maybe if you want me to go into further details on this, then definitely feel free to reach out. As always, I love talking about this. Okay, let's talk. Haven't joined yet? Our free investing group gives you front row access to new deals and helpful investing education. Sign up today.